Hello, welcome back. So we opened the item description window and we look at we explored the data. And now we're going to see the preview menu and we're going to change here into table. And we can scroll to the right to see the last field. Earlier we look around, that's the PM10. This field stores particulate matter measurements in urban areas, estimated by a research team at the World Bank. Now we're going to close the item description window. From the search window, drag US search window. Oopsies. From the search window, the US cities PM to in ArcMap. So then we can see automatically the points go automatically to the top of layers list in the table of contents. So in the table of contents, we right click on the US cities UM and we can click zoom to layer. There. And now we have a view for our US cities PM, and we're going to use identify tool again. Identify a few features and find the PM10. So I just went to Orlando. So hopefully this is Orlando. And we can look around what are the data. So let's see whether it's polluted or not. Scroll down. 19. Close to 20, and let's compare to, not the whole United States. Oh, I don't think it's working. Let's see, Kansas City. Kansas City is 31, so wow. And let's go to see New York. Okay. Peterson, 21. Detroit, 27. Wow, Kansas City has higher. And let's see, Texas. It's very interesting. 16. Wow, it's better. Los Angeles area, 36. Okay, and well, now we don't need to save it, or we could save it for exercise 4B. It's okay. Then let's go back to our documents. As we mentioned earlier, I did it for the exercise 4C. Let's open it up and we are going to work with map layers. So now we open it up and we see, we can see the air pollution study. So there are 7 things to note about this map document. But most of pressing importance are the red exclamation. We can see it's very tiny here, the red exclamation points the table of contents. This is the sum of broken data path. So as I mentioned earlier, when we saved it, we have to do map documents property, and we didn't see this as being tracked. Store relative data path for the data sources. That's why when you open it up and the data path was messed up. So now this is a sign of a broken data path. Earlier we see go back and forth, we don't see the data because data was not saved with relative path. So if a user creates a map document from data stored on the computer desktop location and saves the map with absolute path, ArcMap will look for that user's desktop location in search of the source data, but to no avail. So to fix this problem, in the table of contents, right-click US major cities, point to data, and click Repair Data Source. So a quick way to repair data source is to clear the US major cities checkbox to disable it, and then select it again to trigger the Data Source dialog table. But now I'm going to show you is go to right-click on US major cities, and we click Data and Repair Data Source. So on the data source dialog, then we're going to find it's in chapter 4 data, US cities underscore PM shapefile, and then we click add. The broken path is repaired. In fact, ArcMap repaired the other broken links too by finding the correct source datasets in the folder you just specified. Now we have everything. Perfect. To avoid this problem in the future, you can save the map document with relative path. So now we are going to go ahead to do it. Map document properties. We open up, go to File, Map Document, Properties. So in the lower portion of the dialog box, we select the store relative path name, and check the box, and then we're going to hit OK. And now you have fixed the data path. You can take a look at the map display. The map is currently open in layout view. It includes the same data you worked with in exercise 4B. But the layer now have a meaningful symbology, and they have been given more descriptive names. You see the map as if it were on a piece of paper. A new toolbar, the layout toolbar, is open. It can be docked or free floating. Right here. It could float or dock. Float? I like it float. Okay, so now let's just let it float. If you don't see the layout toolbar on the main menu, click Customize. So it's right here, Customize. And then we can go to Toolbars and Layout. And now we have a Tools and Standard Bar and Layout 3 opened. Okay, so now if you don't see it, you have to click the Layout checkbox to turn on the toolbar. So now we're going to turn it off. Now we don't see it. And we are going to click again layout, and then now we see it again. If you resize your ArcMap window in layout view, you can restore the appearance of the layout by clicking Zoom Whole Page button. So now if we zoom in and then zoom in. Now it's gray, means we cannot do anything. Zoom whole page button. There. So when you are in data view, most of them are gray, and when you are in data view, now this one works. So the map document has a single data frame. So this is data frame layers, and you see this is data frame. When you right click on it and you go to property, it's a data frame property. Remember, each time we click here, we have a layer property. They are different. So one data frame can have a different layers, but this is one data frame. So the map has a single data frame right now occupying the upper half of the virtual page. Some other elements have been added to the layout for you. There is a title above the data frame. So now we extend it back. This is title. a subtitle and a legend. This is subtitle, and these are legends. The U.S. major city points cannot be discerned on the map. You will zoom in to fix this. So, however, you also like to show the world data. To do this, you need 2 data frames. So, in the table of contents, we're going to right-click on U.S. major cities, and then we zoom to layer. There, perfect. And on the menu bar, we're going to click Insert. It's right here, Insert Data Frame. So this is one layer, one data frame, and if we click another one, and then this is a new data frame. A data frame is added to the layout, and its name, New Data Frame, it appears in the table of contents. The name in the table of contents is in boldface, indicating that it is the active data frame. So now right here is active. So if we want to activate this one, and now you can see this one is bold, means it's activated. So if we want to change it, we have to right click on each one at a time to activate it. So the name in the table of contents is boldface. That means activate. The one to which new layer will be added. So if we add a layer that if this is bolded, means this is activate. When we add a layer, it's going to add to this data frame. And here is the layout window, more the mouse pointer over the new data frame. It's right here. The pointer changes to four-headed arrow. So, four-headed arrow. Drag the new data frame below the first data frame. So I'm going to drag it. When its dash line and cyan color was highlighted on the dash line, means it's being selected, and you can drag them. Now move the mouse pointer over the lower right and curve the blue square. So now here, until you see double-headed arrow, that you can drag it to resize this window. So now drag the anchor to the lower right corner of the layout page, enlarging the data frame window as shown in the graph shown in here. So I'm going to make them exactly the same. Now I have to make it a little smaller so that and then until you see it's two-headed arrow up and down, and we can resize them again, and then when it's four-headed arrow, that we can move them around. So now we drag to the upper left corner, which I already did. I resized it, and so the data frame is approximately the same size. So right now it's not, because on the right hand side it is still a little off. Now approximately it aligned on this side too. So the name of a data frame is independent of any title you may choose to add to the layout. By default, the first data frame in a map document is called layer, so as this one. So the second one is called new data frame, and the third one is, if we add the third one, it's going to call new data frame 2, and so on. It is often helpful to rename a data frame to something more descriptive as describe text. I'm going to show you the data frame if we add one more and what's going to look like, and then we're going to remove them. So now data frame 3, we can see 3, and we can see data frame 4, and we're going to remove it. So to remove, it's very easy. Right click on it and then just click remove.